Well, now to some potential good news for coffee lovers. A new study found that a cup a day could actually be beneficial for millions of Americans who are living with AFib, a common heart disorder that causes palpitations and can lead to blood clots and even stroke. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar here to break down this new study for us. This is something that's been debated a bit for a while now because, caffeine can raise your blood pressure. It can increase the heart rate.
Yes.
What did this new study find?
So the top line is that individuals who've had atrial fibrillation in the past can now, we think, safely consume caffeinated coffee after they've had their AFib episode without an increased risk of recurrence. As you mentioned, conventional wisdom is that caffeine can raise your heart rate, blood pressure, so could it actually trigger recurrence of atrial fibrillation? So they actually looked at 200 people who had AFib. This is important. They were what we call cardioverted, which means they either were given medication or they got the electrical procedure to get them into normal rhythm. So this isn't people who are constantly having AFib that they can just ad-lib drink coffee. And what they found was that there was no association with an increased risk of recurrence. So 47% of people who were drinking caffeinated coffee as opposed to people who abstained, there was a 64% of them had recurrence of their atrial fibrillation over a 6-month period.
So this study was 1 cup, I think I read.
So,
how about 2 cups?
Okay, so that's the thing. So yes, this study was 1 cup, and obviously we're not saying now you are just going to drink
triple espresso,
right? And you're going to have energy drinks, and you're going because that obviously we don't want people to do that. But I think it's important because not again to get mired into any statistics, but other observational studies have also shown either maybe a beneficial effect or a neutral effect, but this study was the first one that was randomized. We had one group drinking coffee, one group abstaining from coffee, so it was kind of robust in that way. This was just reported at the American Heart Association meeting over this past weekend, and I think for a lot of people who want to make recommendations for their individuals who've had AFib can safely and confidently say that you can enjoy that 1 cup of Joe.
All right, good news for a lot of folks. Thank you, Dr. Natalie.
Thank you, Nat.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.